So this is 8333 Lemon Avenue. On the other end of the building, it's 8618 Lemon Avenue. I'm not sure why that were. But on May 11th, 1970, I came to work here at the Fleetwood Central Office. I was a frameman. Worked on the frame right here, 1970. And it's a rather large building. At the time, there was something like, I want to say, there goes the Southwest plane. I want to say there were probably somewhere in the order of 45 people that worked here, okay? And that did not include the Western Electric people that worked here, okay? But I used to be in charge of this building. In May of 74, I became chief switchman here. First started out as a frameman, working on the frame. Then I became a switchman, working in the switch room, a step-by-step switch room, if you will. And later on, it became a electronic switching system, and I'm the one that converted it. I converted 130,000 customers. And that was a pretty big deal back then. The Fleetwood Central Office. Back in those days, you had to make sure that when you were chief switchman that the grounds were kept immaculate. That included pruning all these trees, getting them all done. These trees here were probably only 20 feet tall then, okay? That's some 52 years ago. But this is the Fleetwood Central Office. Wow. And when I first came here, all of this from this end of the building down to about right here, about just left of this window right here, that was all vacant at the time. That's where they were going to put the electronic switching system. The rest of it was all step-by-step mechanical switches. And this right here, by the way, is the emergency generator. That was a big deal, let me tell you. And this is the newer one. On the back in those days, the emergency generator was on the other side of the building. And this part of the building here was built in the 30s, I think. Something like that. And this circle you see out here, right here, looking towards the left field over there, all of Southwest Airlines planes that I fly on, this was the original terminal area. This circle right here was the original terminal for Love Field. Pretty interesting stuff. We'll walk around to the front of the building, which the front address was 8618 Lemon Avenue. I have no idea how in the world that was like that, but it just was. Now, back in the day, when you went into this building here, we used to come out here and watch the planes land at night. But it was pretty remarkable. That door right there has certainly been changed, okay, from years and years ago. But if you went through that door, you would find remarkable wooden stairs. They're beautiful, gorgeous things that went upstairs. Quite a beautiful building on the inside in actuality. But this was the Fleetwood Central Office. This is the old Love Field Terminal. The original generator was back over here in that indenture. Pretty cool. And these trees were not very big back in 1970. Quite interesting memories, I'll tell you that for sure. Quite interesting to say the least. By the way, your Uncle George used to be the safety and what do you call it? Biohazard supervisor in this building right over here. And long before that, this is where all of the food, dinners and lunches and what have you that all of the airlines used when there was lots of airlines over there. Everything was there. Long before the DFW was built. But that's it. The Fleetwood Central Office. Wow. It's quite a place. Lots of memories in there. Geraldine Potts, he was my boss. He became the equipment chief. He was my boss again after I became the chief switchman here. W.E. Bill Davis was one of the supervisors here. He worked for me. Tom White, bless his heart. Nancy Holland was a frame supervisor over here. Sweet Nancy, what a sweet woman. And I really loved old Gerald. He was a good man, a good Christian man. I really liked Gerald. Anyway, the old Fleetwood Central Office, my goodness. I'll never forget it. There was a administrative assistant that worked for me here she was a piece of work, to say the least. But a lot of memories. Fleetwood Central Office. Dale Penn, he was the Western Electric supervisor. Jack Jolly, I'll never forget him. He was quite a character. He was Dale Penn's boss. They all had an office over here. And people like Ray Long, Bill Hamilton, Vernon Bush. What a good guy he was. I really liked old Vernon. He was a good man. And my favorite of favorites, L.R. Randall, Leonard Randall. My best buddy. My fishing pal, we worked together. He worked for me later on. One of the best people I ever knew in my life. We lost him about 1984. Bless his heart, he was a good man. Anyway, signing off from Fleetwood Central Office. Oh, by the way, there was a singing group. Guess what their name was? The Fleetwoods. They live right over there in Highland Park.